Should I say that again?
But yeah, sure.
Do you need a moment?
This one's going to be gnarly.
All right.
This one's going to get me in trouble. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know if I want to read it anymore.
Well, we made it 107 episodes. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Am I the Asshole Files. I'm Nick, and this is my lovely wife and co-host, Miranda.
Hello.
We're doing 4 back-to-back Am I the Asshole stories with our normal shenanigans, but we're tossing it back and forth. So I'll start us off with story number 1. Miranda will lead story number 2. I'll take story number 3. Miranda will wrap up with story number 4, and then we'll end with our votes for the Asshole of the Week award. Now, for those that aren't familiar, at the end of each Am I the Asshole Files episode, we're going to put in our vote for what we're calling the Asshole of the Week award. So out of these 4 stories, we're going to put in our vote for which one we think is deserving of the weekly Asshole of the Week award. But it's not up to us. We just get votes. It's up to all of our ranters out there to let us know what the final verdict is. So at the end of the episode, feel free to cast your vote on whatever platform you're listening to this on, and we'll see who the Asshole of the Week award goes to. This video is being released on Friday, June 5th. So the Asshole of the Week will be announced in the comments of this video when next week's episode is released on June 12th. So that everyone has 1 week to get their votes in. So if you're interested in who the Asshole of the Week is, check this video's comments on June 12th for the results. Now, without further ado, let's dive right into this week's Am I the Asshole Files?
Yeah.
So this story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Not Bringing My Kids to See My Ex-Wife During My Time with Them? My ex-wife, Lisa, 41 female, and I, 43 male, divorced last summer. We share 2 kids, 10 and 7. My wife currently has primary custody of them, and I get them 2 weekends a month with extra time during summer and holidays. I have been working very hard to change our custody agreement in order to get more time with the kids, but the main hurdle is that I live too far away from their school, so I'm looking to move closer, but that takes time. This past weekend, I had the kids and took them to visit my parents since they live on a lake. We spent Saturday morning on the boat fishing and tubing and having a blast. When we were back at the house getting ready for dinner, Lisa sent me a text asking if we could talk, so I gave her a call. She said that she was having a rough day and was feeling very emotional and alone. She asked if she could talk to the kids for a bit, and I agreed. After a few minutes, the kids gave me my phone back because Lisa wanted to talk more. She asked if I would be willing to bring the kids back to her for the rest of the weekend because she missed them and just wanted to be around them. I told her no because this is my time with them. I asked her what was going on because she usually doesn't contact me when I have the kids except to arrange drop-offs. She kind of tiptoed around it a bit, but eventually said that she had a date that evening, but he ghosted her, and she's feeling very emotional about it. It took every ounce of self-control I have to not start laughing. She said that she already asked the kids about it, and they said they were fine with it. I told her that is some manipulative BS, and that I am not going to sacrifice my limited time with the kids just because she got stood up. I reminded her that she has the kids much more often than I do, and I'm going to keep them every single second that our custody agreement allows. She told me that I was being a jerk, and that if the kids want to go back to her, then I should let them. I told her that the kids don't get to make that decision, and I will be keeping them until our agreed-upon drop-off on Monday, and ended the call. She sent a few texts later that night and during Sunday basically calling me an asshole, but I never responded. I figured the texts might come in handy when I try to change the custody agreement. The kids and I spent a lot more time on the lake Sunday, and then I brought them back to Lisa on Monday. She made a comment about how much she missed them and how she wished she could have seen them sooner while giving me a weird look. I didn't respond because it's not worth the fight. I understand feeling emotional about being stood up, but none of that is my fault, and the way she went about it felt very underhanded and manipulative. So again, am I the asshole for not bringing my kids to see my ex-wife during my time with them?
No, absolutely not. I mean, like you said, it's your time. It would be one thing if the kids were like, oh, we miss mom, we don't want to be here, we want to go home. You know, like something like that, where if they were initiating it and consistently, like constantly saying that they want to go back to their mom, then yeah, you might be the asshole because obviously they miss their mom, or, you know, I don't know, something. But it's the fact that like they wouldn't have known anything if she wouldn't have initiated the conversation. Like, They were off having a great weekend with their grandparents. They were out on the lake. They were out playing, making great memories with their dad and all this stuff. And then you want them to go home because you're sad because you got stood up. Your children aren't responsible for your emotional well-being. So
that's funny.
I don't understand why you would think like, oh my God, I got stood up. The best people for me to lean on right now would be my 10-year-old and my 7-year-old.
You know what this sounds
That's
like?
a great idea.
An emotional support animal.
Something. Yeah, go get a fucking dog. Dude, like, you need to
I don't know.
leave your kids alone. Let them go have fun. Like, that's just, no. That's the stupidest thing.
And that's so selfish too, because like they're having a blast on the lake.
Yes.
You know,
like they're
and, like,
literally having a great time.
And they're just gonna come back to you and just sit and
yeah, so you can mope around and be like, let's watch Bridget Jones's Diary. Like,
don't you have a girlfriend you can do that with?
Exactly.
You know
Leave
what I mean?
your kids alone. Let them go play. You're fine. You can go figure your own shit out.
And not to get too deep into this, we don't know what caused the divorce. It may be something just they just decided to break it off, whatever.
Maybe,
right?
yeah.
But it really doesn't really matter, right? The agreement is the agreement.
Exactly.
So like you have to abide by that. And he already, it sounds like he's an active father.
Yeah.
Because he's already trying to either sell his last house or whatever, right? Or his current house to move closer. So he's already trying to get closer to the kids. You know what I mean? So it's not like he's just like a deadbeat or anything like that.
Yeah,
he's trying, and he's already very limited to what time he gets with the kids. And now you want to take even more?
Exactly.
Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah, I'm always supportive of a parent that wants to spend time with their kid and like sets aside time to do fun things and doesn't want that time interrupted. That's fair. That's logical. Like whether you're a mother or a father, that's just how shit's supposed to be, especially when you have a custody agreement. Your time is your time for a reason. Like, I'm sure she would not be thinking twice about it to tell you no if you were asking to spend time with the kids on her time.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, come on.
And especially if you got stood up too, there would be no sympathy.
That's what I'm saying. She would be like, what do the kids have to do with that? Which is exactly what you should have fucking said. Because what do the kids have to do with that?
Exactly. Do you, in your opinion, are there any acceptable scenarios where this is okay?
To ask for the kids to come back?
Yeah. Like anything acceptable that you would think
if there was like...
Or you'd be like, you know what? Yes, we're coming back right now.
Maybe if there was like a family emergency or something.
Okay.
That's really the only thing, honestly. Like it would have to be some sort of emergent situation, because if you knew that some shit was happening and it was on my time, why didn't you coordinate something with me ahead of time? Or like, we very willing to work with you, but don't drop it on me last second and act like you had no idea what was going on. So that's what I'm saying. It would have to be a legitimate emergency in order for me to be like, yeah, I'll do that.
It's like life, limb, or eyesight.
Something, yeah. So I don't know.
There was an actual like some kind of serious thing that was happening. Like, okay, yeah, we're
exactly like if you had gotten in like an accident and you were like, oh my God, I'm really shook up. I just want to see my kids. By all means, let me bring them by. You give them some cuddles and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely be like,
if it was a
back tomorrow.
But no. But if it was like you ended up in the hospital,
I mean, yeah,
we are on the way.
Exactly. Yeah. So it would definitely, there are situations, of course, where, you know, you would definitely be the asshole if you said no, but this isn't one of them.
I think that being one of them, because if the mom is like laid up in the hospital, like seriously hurt, right, and you're out boating, and you're not going to tell the kids, this scenario changes, this verdict changes drastically.
Yeah, because I mean, even in that scenario, like I understand how the other parent would be like, well, I don't want them to like see you in the hospital, like that's scary and stuff like that. But at the same time, if that could be the last time, or even, you know, if it's not going to be the last time, but it was still a pretty bad accident, those kids were the first thing that she would have thought about, or any parent would have thought about, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why, like, it's an empathetic kind of situation for that.
Right. That's fair.
But yeah, as far as like anything to do with your relationship or dating or anything like that, that already has nothing to do with your kids. So expecting them to come home because you're sad about being stood up for a date when they're out having child fun. Like, they're doing shit that kids are supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Leave them alone.
And you want to interrupt that for this shit.
Yes.
I
Go
don't understand.
get you a pint and fucking cry about it. It's okay. You can be alone
Ice
for
cream?
a minute. Whatever you want. Whatever kind of pint. Pick one. I don't give a shit. Mix them. Put some bourbon in there. I don't fucking know what tastes good with ice cream.
Goodness,
But-
I mean, you don't have any kids this weekend.
That's what I'm saying.
Might as well, and you don't have a date anymore either.
Ooh, damn.
So what's
Yeah,
your verdict?
no. Not the asshole.
Okay, that was mine as well.
Mhm.
Reddit's overall verdict was also not the asshole. I got top 3 comments that I found, I think. Yeah, I got 3 this time. My issue is that she's putting it on the kids to be emotional support humans, not the asshole. That's immediately what I thought too.
Yeah.
Like, why are these your support? Why is this your support system?
Yeah, like
for
I
this scenario?
understand you're sad and like your kids might make you feel better, but they don't need to be responsible for your emotional baggage. And like kids
And
absorb that
also-
type of shit. Like
This isn't like a 16-year-old daughter that you can like talk to.
exactly.
Right? This is a 10 and 7-year-old.
They're going to be like,
The fuck are
why
you gonna
did
talk
we
about?"
come home to
Yeah.
sit here and watch TV? Like, we wanted to go finish playing on the lake. They're not going to give a fuck about you being stood up on a
Exactly.
date.
I'm like, what does that even mean?
Yeah. They'll be like, okay, anyway.
Yeah, can we go back?
Yeah, like, can I have some snacks? They're
Uh-huh.
not going to care.
Exactly. The second one was kids are not emotional support animals. Just because she was feeling bad doesn't mean they need to drop everything to support her. I definitely keep track of this for the future, not the asshole. Which is, I mean, hits it right on the head because,
Yeah.
again, the emotional support aspect
Yeah.
of it. And then the third one is, yes, by all means, let's ruin the children's carefree time with their dad so they can be used to cheer up their mom about some random dude who stood her up. Custody agreements should be adhered to strictly except for one-off important moments like weddings and funerals.
Exactly.
I didn't think about the weddings part.
Yeah, but
that's
kind of went in with what I was saying that, like, if you knew ahead of time, like, this shit doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. It typically doesn't. But
weddings
if
and funerals you're talking about?
weddings.
Okay.
But like if you knew ahead of time that like your cousin Betty was getting married and you want your kids
Right.
to be there, you could have let me know that
It would
and we
have
could
been
have switched weekends or
coordinated.
something.
Yeah.
Like, don't come up here and be like, "Oh my God, cousin Betty's wedding."
Right.
Haven't you had that invitation sitting on your fridge for a month?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you call
And
me then?
I think that's what this person is saying. I don't think that they're saying that it would be a last minute thing. Just
No,
they
I
should
know.
be adheredly strict to, except for one-off important moments
Mhm.
like weddings and funerals, and then obviously emergencies,
Exactly.
which is really
Yeah.
like kind of a last minute kind of thing.
Yeah,
but I
definitely.
agree these are not last minute.
No.
So
No, this was even being stood up on a date. That's not an emergency.
no.
I know it's last minute to you. I know it's a big deal to you. The rest of us don't care.
Yeah, leave your kids out of it.
Yeah.
And leave me out of it. I don't fucking
Most
care.
importantly.
Time for our second Am I the Asshole?
Okay, so the second story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Refusing to Publicly Thank My Neighbor for Saving My Cat? When I was bringing in groceries on Monday, somehow my cat managed to run out into the hallway and I noticed it only 20 minutes later. I checked every floor, every possible place, posted it in the building chat, and put up 2 fast-made flyers by mailboxes and the elevator. 0 signs of it. After, I walked around the building until almost midnight and basically looked everywhere and continued my search on day 2. On Wednesday evening, a neighbor posted a photo of my cat and I immediately went to her. When I asked how did they find it, she said her kids had saw my cat by the stairwell last night. I was glad my cat wasn't out on the street, thanked them very much for letting it stay, and also offered some money for help. But one thing alarmed me. She said her kids had already gotten attached to the cat and they were discussing whether to keep it if no one comes for it. I asked how that could possibly be since my message had been in the chat since Monday night and a flyer had been hanging by the elevator all day. She admitted to seeing my post, but said she was busy these 2 days and wanted to make sure before messaging me. To be honest, it sounded sketchy as the flyer had the cat's photo and my number on it. In the end, I picked up my cat and just said that next time it's better to check everything right away when you find a lost animal. Later, she asked me to thank her for the rescue in the building chat. because several neighbors had asked why she hadn't responded to me sooner. I wrote, "The cat is home," and thanked everyone for helping look for him. Yesterday, when I saw her, she was annoyed and said I made her look like a cat thief, even though she helped. I said, "It's hard for me to call it a rescue when I spent a whole day looking for my pet and she saw my message and didn't say anything. Am I the asshole for refusing to publicly thank my neighbor for saving my cat?"
One question before we get into it is how I think I missed it. How did OP find out that they had the cat? She saw that, or
they have a group chat for their building, I guess, and she posted it in there.
No, right, but how did she find out that they had the cat? I think I missed that part.
Because they posted it in the building chat that they found a cat.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
I see. Okay.
So on Monday,
it was only 2 days later.
Yeah, so on Monday she posted saying that she lost her cat and put up the flyers and everything like that.
Yeah.
Or I guess they, because there's no gender.
Okay.
So they posted that they lost their cat, and then on Wednesday, that's when the neighbor was like, "Oh, hey, we found this cat."
Very interesting.
Yeah.
You're being very sketchy about it, and I don't understand why. Like, why not just respond to the original post? Why do a new post? Like, "Hey, I found this cat." Like, yeah, we all know that.
I mean,
this
yeah,
cat's fucking missing.
I don't, yeah.
The entire building knows at this point, right? There's flyers everywhere. There's a post.
Yeah, that's
why there's a building chat is fucking beyond me.
Well, that's the thing that gets me too, is like you can't even be like, "Oh, well, I like muted the chat" or something like that. OP put flyers by the mailboxes,
exactly,
and by the elevator. And chances are the elevator is like right by the front door, so even if you live on the first floor, you probably have to walk by it.
Even with all that aside, though, she admitted to seeing the post.
Yeah, that
so
too.
All that is fucking,
yeah, I guess it's a moot point.
Exactly. So I don't know. She's being very weird about it. I don't know if there's any kind of malicious. I think she just went about it a very weird way. This is very asshole-ish behavior, I would say, because like you could have just, as soon as you found the cat, especially if like, okay, I'm not a cat person, okay, but I love animals, right? And if that were my animal, I especially like she was out all night. It sounds like looking for this cat. For you to just hang on to it is pretty shitty behavior. Yeah. You went about it the completely wrong way. What's the question verbatim?
Am I the asshole for refusing to publicly thank my neighbor for saving my cat?
Why does it need to be? Why? That's my question. Why do I need to publicly thank you when you took fucking 24 hours to get the cat back to me?
I guess because people asked why she took so long to respond, or why she took so long
let's
to
talk
post
about that in
it.
the fucking chat. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, why?
Exactly.
No, I'm not going to publicly thank you in the chat to make you feel better about your shitty decision.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm pretty sure that like you were on the cusp of stealing my cat. So
I think the only reason
I don't really
why
feel like thanking you for anything.
The only reason why they didn't is because you share a building.
Yeah.
If this was on the other side of town and she found it, I don't think you would have ever seen that cat again.
I think even if like you were neighbors in two separate houses, I still think she would have kept your cat. Like you said, it's only because you guys are living in the same building. That's the only reason you got your cat back. I fully believe that if there wasn't any possibility of like you maybe seeing the cat in the building or something like that, I fully believe that she would have kept it.
Not only, I agree.
Because it's not hard to keep a cat inside. I mean,
Not only are you the asshole for how you approached all this and holding on to the cat for, I'm assuming, is 24 hours fair? Is that
at least? Yeah, okay. I would say.
Whatever, right? At least 24 hours. Not only are you the asshole for all that, but also you let your kids even start
getting attached to it,
that this could be a possibility, which means it was a possibility in your mind for whatever short amount of time that was.
That's what I'm saying.
The fact that it was ever a possibility makes you a pretty shitty person.
Yeah. If you're serious about not introducing a pet into your home, then you know that you don't ever give your kids any inkling that it might be theirs, because they will never let that shit go. Like, that's what I'm saying. I fully believe that it's only because you guys are living in the same apartment building. Yeah. That's the only reason you got your cat back.
Just to piss people off, I'm trying to think of a way to be devil's advocate.
There really isn't.
I can't do it.
There
I don't
really
know.
isn't any
There's
way.
you're just a shitty person. You
Yeah.
can still, okay, you can still be a decent human being and make a piss poor decision, right? This could be that thing, but I don't know.
This was a bad decision.
You seem like a pretty shitty person, right? Because that could be like an emotional support animal. Or that could be, you know, a cat that you raised from, you know, a kitten or whatever, right? You could be super attached to this thing. And obviously you were because you're out searching for it, putting flyers and all that. So, like, you know all this. And you still made the decision to do what you did. You're an asshole through and through.
Yeah, I think so. But OP is not. Just the person is.
Correct.
The
Yeah, that
is
person is absolutely an asshole. Yeah. But I would say not the asshole for OP for sure. Because why would I have to publicly thank you for this? I should publicly shame you. That's what I should do.
Well, since you said that, we'll jump into the comments.
Okay, all right.
So everybody else agreed. They said not the asshole as well. Okay. And the first comment that I got was in quotes for how they should publicly thank their neighbor. Shout out to the family in 4D who noticed the flyers on Monday, but understandably were too busy to mention they had my cat until Wednesday. Truly appreciate being notified at your absolute earliest convenience so me and my cat could finally reunite. Yikes. And then there was a response to that, continuing, that said, and was contemplating just keeping my cat because her kids were attached.
Ooh, that's not a great look.
And then there was another reply that said, and insisted I write this thank you note.
You got to add that in there. You asked for it. I gave it to you.
I thought it was so bad. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Word for word.
You should. You asked for it. Yep. Okay.
And then the next comment was, if she doesn't want to look like a cat thief, she shouldn't act like a cat thief. Which is true.
This is cat thief behavior.
Mm-hmm. If it looks like a cat thief. I feel like it is.
Probably, yeah. I think so. This probably isn't her first time either.
No, that's what I'm saying. I wonder how many cats she's stolen. Oh my God.
What if her house is just filled with cats?
You need to put a message in your building group chat and be like, is anybody else missing a pet?
Yeah.
We should all storm 4D.
They should have, you know how they have like predator notifications? Like somebody moves in the neighborhood that's like a predator and stuff. They should do that for cat thieves too.
They should. Yes.
Be on the lookout for it.
Yes. They should. They should have that for people that like steal animals or people that are like abusive to animals. Do the same thing. Same exact thing.
100%. Yeah.
Absolutely. TM. Okay.
Okay. You got a third one?
The last comment I got. The dumbest thing about this is that there's only about 1 million cats looking for a good home. If this lady really wants a cat, believe me, they are not difficult to acquire.
Yeah, but this one's free.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
Oh, goodness.
This fucking lady.
Oh,
all right. Well,
yeah. She sounds awful.
Yeah. Well, enough cat chat.
Okay.
Now it's time for our third Am I the Asshole story.
So this story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Telling My Dad He Can't Invite His Girlfriend to My Graduation Because My Mom Paid for the Trip? I, 22 female, am graduating college in 2 weeks. My parents divorced when I was 11. They are civil now, but they are not friends. I love my dad, but he has always been the parent who shows up if it's easy. My mom was the one who showed up when it was not. She worked extra shifts, drove me everywhere, helped with forms, cried with me when I almost dropped out, and somehow still made me feel like I was not a burden. My graduation is 7 hours from home, and I only got 4 guest tickets. I invited my mom, my dad, my younger brother, and my grandma. My grandma helped raise me when my mom was struggling, so having her there matters a lot. My mom booked an Airbnb months ago for herself, my brother, my grandma, and me. She also paid for the rental car and gas because my brother and grandma could not afford the trip. My dad said he would drive himself and get a cheap motel. Then last month, he said money was tight and he might not come. I tried to act like I understood, but I was hurt. My mom quietly offered to pay for 1 hotel night so he could still be there. She said, you deserve both parents there, even though I know it cost her more than just money. Last week, my dad called, sounding excited, and said his girlfriend, Kara, got the weekend off and was coming too. They have been dating for 8 months. I have met her twice. She is not evil or anything, but she is not close to me. At my brother's birthday dinner, she kept calling herself the bonus mom now, and my brother looked like he wanted to disappear. I asked my dad what he meant by Kara was coming. He said she wanted to support me and was basically family. I told him I did not have a ticket for her. He said she could still come to dinner, take pictures, and hang out at the Airbnb. I said no, because the Airbnb was paid for by my mom and the people I invited. I said he said Kara would not mind sleeping on the couch. That honestly made me snap a little. I told him the couch was not the point. The point was that my mom paid so he could come watch his daughter graduate, not so he could turn it into a couple's weekend. He got upset and said my mom always gets to be the main parent, and he just wanted someone there so he would not feel awkward. I told him this weekend was not about making him comfortable. It was about me graduating, and I wanted one weekend where my mom was not expected to swallow her feelings and fix everyone else's. He said if Kara was not welcome, maybe he should just stay home. I said that was his choice, but I was not giving up my brother's or grandma's spot, and I was not asking mom to host his girlfriend. Now my aunt says I humiliated him and made Kara feel unwanted. My dad texted, I hope making your point was worth it. Yeah. My mom says she supports me, but I can tell she feels guilty. I do want my dad there. I just hate that even my graduation has somehow turned into everyone worrying about his feelings. So again, am I the asshole for telling my dad he can't invite his girlfriend to my graduation because my mom paid for the trip?
No, at this point, I think it's probably best if he just doesn't go anyway, because if he goes without Kara, he's just going to be a mopey little bitch about it. So go enjoy your graduation. Sure. You've worked hard as hell for it, I'm sure. And celebrate your mom a little bit too, since she helped, support you and everything. Just, take a nice little moment for just you and your mom if your dad's not going to be there. That's fine. Even if he was going to be there, honestly, who cares? I know he's all butthurt about her being the main parent, but part of being the main parent is wanting to be the main parent. So if you're not going to put in the fucking effort, that's why you're not the main parent.
I think she earned that right.
That's what I'm saying. So that's
title.
Why I don't really give a shit about.
And she
this
didn't. It's not like she was just giving herself that title. You know, like that was, you earned that.
Yeah, I mean, your mom sounds like eaten several pieces of humble pie and has just like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and I'll just let it be. And all right, he wants to be there, so I'm just gonna put my feelings aside.
Most recently is her paying for him or his hotel room.
That's what I'm saying. Like that probably took a lot for her to be like, this motherfucker, he probably has been doing this. He's been dodging payments, been acting all this. All right, I'm gonna do this for my daughter. That's probably exactly how that went. She had to put a lot of herself aside to do that, I bet. I'm not saying you should you should feel guilty about that or anything. Yeah, right. But I'm just saying that definitely had to take a little chunk of her every time that she's had to do this over the years. This absolutely is not the first time.
I wonder if this scenario, I've never been in this scenario, so I don't know. It's more of a question. But I wonder if, like, the dad's not even, like, a forethought. Or, like, I don't know if I use that right. If it's even a thought in the process, right? So, like, I wonder if the mom just thought about the daughter alone. Just thought about OP and not even... So, like, it wasn't even, like, a big deal to her. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? This isn't even for him. This is for you. So, like... Whatever, right? One night in a hotel, whatever. So I wonder if it wasn't even like a pill swallowing kind of thing. It was just like
no, but that's what that's part of it though. Is that it's this person who, I mean, they were divorced. So assuming you guys got married, you thought that you were going to have this wonderful life together. For whatever reason, you split up. She essentially became a single mother, is what it sounds like. Your grandmother helped raise you. Where the fuck was your dad in all that? I'm assuming absent, because otherwise, why did your grandmother have to step in? So all of these things are pointing to me that like your dad saw this divorce and like used it as an excuse to step further and further away. Keep fucking stepping then. Keep stepping closer to Kara.
Especially for 11 years too.
Yeah.
Because parents divorced when I was 11, and she's 22 now.
Yeah.
So like it's been 11 years where you've been behaving this way.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that even so the mom might not be like, oh my God, this dude again or something. Anytime that she has to put her own feelings about this guy aside for the sake of her daughter, that's like just another little cut on top of everything else that she probably had to put up with. So yeah, I'd say let him go, throw his little hissy fit. He doesn't, I mean, how present has he been up until now anyway? Yeah. So.
But then also like her doing all that for him and then for him to come back and be like, oh, by the way, I'm bringing a +1 or whatever.
Typical.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about right now? No.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, there's no room for compromise for me. There is no discussion. This is what it is. Take it or leave it. If you want to leave it, then leave it. That I don't care. I will be done with it, and I'll be done with you too. Yeah. At this point, I don't give a shit.
Well, my only thing is, it seems like it's still very important to. So I don't know if I would go that route to just kind of shrug it off. Now, if you have a very good point though, and I didn't think about this before when I originally read the story, was that he's just going to be kind of in his own little hissy fit kind of mood, you know what I mean? But it is very important, and this is worth noting, is that to OP, it's very important that he's there. So like, you know what I mean? So like, it's kind of, but at the same time, to go off your point, if he's going to be in a kind of hissy fit mood, right, and ruin it for you, I think you're better off just not inviting him.
That's what I was going to say is like, I know it's important for him to be there, but if he's going to be just pouting and shit, is it really that important for him to be there? Because now it's just going to be all about him and his feelings and how you need to coddle him. You're not even going to be able to focus on your own celebration. Like,
exactly.
Who cares? Let him go fucking cry in a corner somewhere.
There's 2 quotes that I want to run through real quick before we move on. So her quote, and this is how we can compare the kind of where they are mentally.
Okay.
Right? Who they are to their core.
Okay.
So the mother is quoted, "You deserve both parents there." Mm-hmm. And then one of his quotes is, "I hope making your point was worth it." That tells you exactly what their personalities are, because the mom said what she said, right? You deserve both parents there. So she's trying. She's doing everything she can to make this the best possible outcome. And then his thing is, "I hope making your point was worth it."
Well, yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Exactly. Your mom is actually giving a shit about you and your accomplishments, and he's just going to cry about his own feelings. That honestly, you hurt your own fucking feelings. Why did you invite your girlfriend? Nobody else did.
Of 8 months.
Yeah. Like, nobody else invited her. You invited her. You made all these assumptions. You made an ass out of yourself, and now you're hurting your own feelings.
And I think he really is, because OP even says that he called back excited with the news about Kara.
Yeah.
And it's like, you weren't even that excited for like my graduation.
Yeah.
But you're excited about turning into a couples weekend.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what the fuck this is.
No.
And you can't even afford the hotel.
Exactly.
So now your ex-wife is going to pay for your
How does your girlfriend feel about that? Sleeping in the hotel room that your ex-wife had to pay for? You broke bitch. God.
Oh, God.
Oh, he's so annoying. I don't even know him, and I hate him.
I mean, yeah, this is the worst kind of person.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
what's your verdict?
OP's not the asshole.
Do you want the question? No? Okay.
No, I don't care what the question is, honestly. I don't like your dad. You're not the asshole. I don't fucking care what you do.
Am I the asshole for telling my dad he can't invite his girlfriend to my graduation because my mom paid for the trip?
No, not
I
the asshole.
would absolutely agree. So would Reddit. Their overall verdict was not the asshole. I got top 3 comments that I found. First one is not the asshole. Reply back, "I hope prioritizing your new girlfriend is worth missing your kid's graduation. LOL at your mom gets to be the main parent. The reality is she had to be the main parent because he couldn't pull his own weight."
Exactly.
I mean, that's exactly it right there, 100%.
Exactly. It's called putting in the fucking effort for your kids.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
If you're only going to be there when it's easy, then like you're basically just an uncle, no?
Yeah. Even if you're the fun parent when they're little, they grow up and they see what kind of a piece of shit you are, and they see what their mother has done for them, and they realize that you're not fucking worth anything.
Yeah, especially like if you're not one that they can lean on, then that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
You know? Next one is not the asshole. Turn what he said back back on him. It says back to him. You've made your point, Dad. Your girlfriend getting a free trip is more important than you attending my life. I hope you're happy with your decision. That's exactly what you should say if you don't want to save this relationship, which is okay with me.
Who cares? It's already, I mean, you know what? That's your dad. I guess I should have some more sympathy. Clearly, I don't care about mine. So...
Next one is not the asshole. If your dad can't drag himself away from his new girlfriend for one weekend and swallow his pride to see his daughter graduate college, that is his decision. It's not on you. Tell your aunt to fund daddy and girlfriend's trip if it's so important to her.
Yeah.
But also no, because we don't want him there. So, or them.
No, I mean, send him somewhere else.
But
give him the wrong address.
Again, why is the fucking aunt getting involved?
Oh, there's always someone that has to take up for
mind
these
your
deadbeat
business.
dads.
That would be what, his sister?
Probably.
Presumably? Okay. Well, that's probably why.
Yeah.
They're probably both bums. I don't know. All right, time for our last Am I the Asshole?
All right. So the final story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Scheduling Loose Skin Surgery When My Boyfriend is Getting Eye Surgery?
Okay.
Okay. Should I say that again?
But yeah, sure.
Do you need a moment?
This one's going to be gnarly.
All right.
This one's going to get me in trouble. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know if I want to read it anymore.
Well, we made it 107 episodes. What you got?
All right. I'm starting over.
Okay.
All right. The final story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Scheduling Loose Skin Surgery When My Boyfriend is Getting Eye Surgery?
Okay.
Hello. I'm 26 female. I've lost 100 pounds and I've continuously had issues with my loose skin. I've gotten rashes and sores from it rubbing together and it's uncomfortable and painful. I've talked about getting loose skin surgery with my partner, 33 male, for years, but I wanted to get closer to my actual goal weight before I dropped a lot of money.
That's fair.
For more context, we're both teachers and any kind of long surgery would have to happen in the summer. Anyway, about 2 months ago, he told me he decided he was going to get strabismus surgery to correct his lazy eye and help with depth perception, which I supported completely. Recently, I have had horrible sores and rashes that have not gone away from my skin rubbing together. Even more so, now that I have officially met my goal weight, there is an overabundance of loose skin. I have the ability to get my skin removal surgery June 1st. Not only do I think this is a good chance to be recovered by the fall, but it will also impact my quality of life and the skin conditions. My boyfriend, however, is very upset because we would be having our surgeries in the same month, and he says I'm being inconsiderate and selfish. I even made arrangements for my sister to come and take care of us. I never asked nor expected him to give up his surgery because I know we're both on tight timelines, and I know his surgery would also give him a better quality of life. I guess I just want to know if I'm the asshole or if I'm being selfish for scheduling it the same month as his surgery.
That's it?
Yeah.
No. What? What? Okay.
Oh, do you not like this story?
No, it's fine.
I can do a different one.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just there's no reason for anybody to call you an asshole because you're
meat and potatoes.
You're doing everything necessary. I don't know why he's having a hard time with it. I'm trying to understand that part because now if that last part wasn't there, this would be a very tough one because I mean, who's caring for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Like who is caring for who? You know what I mean? And I thought this was going to come down to like who has the worst situation kind of thing, and they were going to start measuring that, and that's going to come down to some ugly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Conversations. But I mean, she did everything that's. So you're both going to be on tight timelines, regardless. You're both teachers, right? Unless you take off some time, which is going to take money out of your pocket, you know. So
yeah, because I think they have to cover their own, like they have to set up their own substitutes and shit like that. Though,
right? Yeah.
I don't know if they cover it, but they have to do all the preparations and everything. So
it would make sense that you did it exactly how you wanted to do it. You start at I'm assuming the beginning of summer, and then hopefully both of you will be healed. by the time school comes back around, you both have a better quality of life. You feel better. You're more confident, stuff like that. And then you already coordinated your sister, OP's sister, to come and take care of you guys. I guess I don't want to add anything to the story, but the only thing that I'm trying to figure out why the guy has an issue, and we don't know that. Why is there an issue?
Because he doesn't want them having surgery in the same month.
But if someone's going to be there to take care of you guys, maybe he doesn't like the sister, or I don't know. Maybe he feels vulnerable because somebody has to come take care of them. I don't know. But I would not for a second call OP an asshole, because it sounds like you're struck, especially like her situation. I mean, not to take away from his, they're both, their confidence level must be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Taking a big impact, because they're not comfortable in their own skin.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're trying to fix that. And this is the best, I think this is the best color, or best course of action.
I think so too.
So I would say she's absolutely not the asshole.
Yeah, that was my answer as well. Admittedly, I didn't know like a lot about lazy eye surgery. So there's some more details about that when I get into the comments and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely didn't think that OP was the asshole, especially when she said that she had her sister coming and stuff. So, really everything that you said, I completely agree with. So
what did Reddit have to say?
Well,
oh God, here we go.
No, Reddit said that she's not the asshole.
Okay.
So I got a few comments.
Okay.
So the first one said, I've had strabismus surgery. The recovery is fairly easy. He will be tired, but there isn't really any reason why you both can't recover at the same time. Get your surgery. And then for context, there were some other comments saying that recovery for the eye surgery is only like a week, maybe a month in the worst cases, but OP's recovery is significantly more invasive because it's on more of her body.
Yeah.
And so the recovery is like 6 to 8 weeks.
That makes sense. If not longer, I would assume. I had eye surgery. So like it heals pretty quickly as long as everything goes.
Yeah, as long as you get all the shit you're supposed to have.
Right. But the recovery is pretty quick. Now I wasn't in a position to take care of anyone because I had to sit in a dark room for the first 12 or 24 hours or whatever it was. But yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Well, the next one said, not the asshole, he is. I looked it up. Strabismus surgery is outpatient surgery. You, however, have reached the pinnacle of a long-sought effort. He should be rewarding you with attention and support, not my eye hurts. He wants a mommy, send him home to his.
Well, okay. All right.
That one ended a little rough.
Yeah,
but...
that was a little drastic. Let's calm the fuck down, Reddit.
But
to go off that, is this to go off that comment?
Well, there was another one.
Or is this your third comment?
This is the third comment.
Okay, so before you move on, though, is I don't think that's fair, because even if it is, I do agree that it's drastically different procedures. But when it comes to like confidence level, I don't think it really matters, right? I don't think one is more. Now, with the sores and all that kind of stuff, everything she's going through, absolutely valid, right? But when it comes to like a confidence level, I think you got to treat him equally. And I do agree that he's the asshole for having an issue with this.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't take away from like what's kind of I don't know, how life would change with him getting the surgery, because it would just boost his confidence. So
yeah, definitely.
So I think that second one got a little drastic.
Well,
at the end.
I picked that one because there was other ones that were a lot meaner.
Oh, okay.
Honestly.
Of course, it's Reddit.
Yeah, a lot of people were like,
divorce.
They were like, he's just a fucking baby and wants you to take care of him. That's why he doesn't want you to get the surgery, so that all your attention can be on him to be taken care of.
I don't know this dude, maybe.
Which I wouldn't be surprised. That's not uncommon. So
that's pretty wild, though.
Yeah, but that's why I picked one of the nicer ones.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Okay.
The last comment said, I had 3 lazy eye surgeries as a child.
You only have 2. Oh, okay, sorry.
Jesus.
Go ahead. It woke up and then went lazy again? Oh, sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
All right. I had 3 lazy eye surgeries as a child. No pain. You can see no problem. No serious recovery. No help needed. Just no pressure on the eyes allowed, no heavy lifting, and no sports for a month.
Okay.
Your boyfriend is being self-centered and dramatic, not the asshole.
I mean, that's fair. That's definitely fair. That was a lot less drastic than the other one.
I mean, I still agree with both, but
I think it is valid though. Like, why would you try to take this away from her?
Exactly.
But you can't, at the same token, don't try to take it away from him. But she's not trying to.
Well, yeah,
she's trying to make it happen for both of you.
Well, yeah, I think that's what the big thing was that everybody kind of took from it, was that she's like, we can both do this thing, and I'm trying to make sure that we're both taken care of, and he just doesn't want her to have her surgery. That's the point, weird. Though. So I think that's where a lot of those like the more aggressive comments were coming from. Because when you do focus on that part, you're like, what the fuck is your problem, dude?
What's the question verbatim again?
So the title was, am I the asshole for scheduling loose skin surgery when my boyfriend is getting eye surgery? It's just in the same month. It's not even like on the same day. It's not like you have the same surgeon. Like, you're not taking it away from him. So
I don't understand this guy. I don't understand what the fucking issue is. I think maybe he is being a baby about it. I don't know.
I think so. But if it keeps, if he keeps going on and on about it, then I would definitely be like, what is your problem?
I feel like there's something else happening. Because, like, she is, again, not to take away from either one, because both of them will boost their confidence. But she is actually, like, her skin is, like she's going through, like, health things, right? So, like, that needs to be handled. That
probably hurts, like, when she walks and everything.
Because it's, like, the friction, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, why would you...
Yeah.
I can't think, again.
Like, what do you think, she's going to be, like, a hottie with a body and go find herself a new man? Is that why you don't want her to get the new surgery? Is that what it is?
Oh, you think he doesn't want her to have it at all?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we don't know.
I don't know. But, I mean, even asking her to put it off for another year just so you can have your, few weeks of recovery all to yourself, that's selfish as fuck.
It is. And again, just to piss people off, because I like doing it, I'm trying to think of a way to play devil's advocate. I can't. These
I
two,
thought you were gonna have one.
These two, the two that you got, I can't do it. There's no way this guy. But I will say though, there has to be something we're missing. Like, why?
I mean, I was trying to go through the comments to see if there was, like, an update from OP or anything, and I couldn't find one.
Why is he being such a douche?
I don't know. I still, honestly, I'm just going to, like, lean further into my theory that he thinks that she's going to be a hottie with a body and break up with him.
I mean, that's good for you, though. Like, why wouldn't you want that to happen? And you'll be able to see again.
Yeah, you'll be able to see her great with both of your eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I don't understand. I think there's something missing from the story, but I don't think anything you add to it is going to make him look any better.
No, I don't think so either. All right. Well, that was our last Am I the Asshole story.
So now it's time for our votes for the Asshole of the Week award. So who you voting for? Story 1 is Ghosted Mom. Story 2, Cat Thief. Story 3, Runner-Up Parent. Story 4, Summer Surgeries.
Ooh, there was some good ones.
Yeah.
What was the first one again?
The title, or do you want
the Stood Up Mom? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm kind of leaning towards that one.
Ghosted Mom.
Ghosted Mom.
Yep, Ghosted
Mom.
Mom.
It's between...
That's the one that was the lake.
Yeah. It's between Ghosted Mom and... What is it? Runner-Up Parent?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Mine's between 3 and 4. Runner-Up Parent and Summer Surgeries.
Oh.
For me, I think Summer Surgeries takes it.
Oh, really?
Because you don't get much worse than that. I know we're missing something from the story, but like the guy.
Oh, okay.
Not OP, obviously. The other person is definitely like the asshole of the. And it doesn't have to be when you do your voting. It's not just for OP. It's just the story.
Yeah,
right?
Whoever's the asshole in the story is what. Exactly. That's the asshole of the week.
And I think it's the person that are the OP's spouse in story 4, Summer Surgeries, because that's pretty shitty. Yeah. Like, you're putting yourself above her health. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, the other one's really just the cat thief is just like stealing an animal, which obviously is not okay.
Obviously, it's awful.
Yeah, but
let's not freak out, guys.
When it comes to Summer Surgeries, when you compare those two stories, I think Summer Surgeries has it, because that's at least you got your cat back, even though you had to wait 24 hours. But like this, you're trying to, just like you said, he's trying to, in summer surgeries, the spouse, the other teacher, right, is trying to essentially prevent her from getting her life-changing surgery for a year.
That's true. That's a good point.
So, I mean, I don't know. And then runner-up parent is, the guy's awful. He's a dick. But again, like, that's really just like family drama. And this is health. Like,
that's
your
true.
skin is rubbing together and your spouse and you're in extreme pain and your spouse doesn't care. For me, it's story 4. Summer surgeries.
That's a good argument. It's her boyfriend, but still.
Her boyfriend, sorry.
No, that's actually a really good point. Because I initially was saying that it was the runner-up parent just because he's like all about his girlfriend and would rather cater to his girlfriend's feelings than like put his child first like he should. But
you could argue, to go along that point, runner-up parent is 11 years of trauma.
That's true.
Where this is like, it's still, but for me, in my personal opinion,
what?
story 4 still takes it for me because
we're going to lump in my own trauma too. Runner-up parents. Fuck that guy.
Jesus. And it always comes back to that. People on this show, people that listen to this show are going to know. They're not going to know that we're married, but they're damn sure going to know that you don't have a dad.
People are going to be like, honey, are you okay?
We still get questions about whether or not we're married or if we're just friends or whatever. But they're going to know. But they're going to know. Oh, God. How
My mom's
awful.
cool, though, guys.
Oh, goodness. So you're going with story 3, runner-up parent, and I'm going with summer surgery, story 4. Okay. There you go. Let us know what your vote is in the comments. The asshole of the week will be announced in the comments of this video when next episode is released on June 12th. So that everyone has 1 week to get their votes in.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, we want to let everybody know, we want to hear from you, whether you agree, disagree, have some topic requests, or maybe have your own Am I the Asshole story. We want to hear about it. So feel free to drop a comment, send us a direct message, or email us. All of our links and information is available at our website, which is therantingpodcast.com. Anything you want to add before we wrap up?
I don't think so. Send in your vote.
Yeah, let us know. All right, that's it for us. If you like the show, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see everyone next week.
Yay!
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.